All right, everyone, welcome to the 2020 Columbus Women and Girls Fest. I am so excited to be present with everyone. We have the most wonderful lineup of young women and girls and mothers and sisters and daughters and aunties, and I'm so excited that they are going to be able to share their work with you all today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce them one by one. They're going to each read a poem, and we're going to keep it going, and we're going to keep this energy high, and we're going to cheer on each other and all this sister love and Black girl magic in this space. We just going to keep it pumped up. I'm so excited to be here. Such an honor. And so to get us started, we're going to start with the first poet. Miss Taisha, are you ready to kick us off?
I am ready.
Awesome. Welcome to the stage, Ms. Taisha.
Nomenclature. When I was little, I hated my name. My elementary school teachers, women from places like Puerto Rico and Venezuela, other países de Sudamérica, could not or would not pronounce my name correctly. Afro-Latina generals living their own oppressions with borrowed names like Señora Bayón and Señorita Veracruz forced my 5-year-old tongue to roll R's before I learned to body roll. Made me recite the Latin alphabet before I could identify a 10-point program. My name is Taisha. Instead, I got Taisha, Tasia, Triesha, or some other version with silent letters. They always hesitated on the first day of class when they got to my name. Squinted eyes cut deep into the page, then toward the class, to see which one of us was brave enough to bring this affront to their classroom, which half-pint hooligan haphazardly threw their ghetto name onto the class roster like a Molotov cocktail. I always knew when my name was next. Preempted my presence with a quick present in the hopes that they would move on to some other unlucky child, someone else's baby, born during a time when our naming practices had settled into some type of cultural purgatory, not quite African, not even close to North American, a bastardized lingua franca for bastard children with no mother country. Our parents tried to use our names to guide their way home, hoped the fumbled syllables of a forgotten tongue would magically string together without forming into nooses around their necks, thought the cracks from a lifetime of ridicule would somehow blossom into baobab trees on our backs and aid a global orphanage of untouchables. It took a while, y'all. But I learned to love my name. Would hang back when folks would call me from a distance just to hear them say it one more again. Needed pride into the rough places of my moniker until I rubbed the shame away. So when you introduce me now, make sure you get my name right. Taisha Radford, shorts, I want everything that I put my hand to be engraved with my mark of distinction, like Ida Wells Barnett, Coretta Scott King, Anna Julia Cooper, or Mary McLeod Bethune. Memorize every syllable of my name like a Gregorian chant. Keep every piece of my identity intact. Mold your lips around every consonant, every vowel, every accent, and every pause. Then learn to love your name like it's the last revolutionary act you will ever make. In peace.
Yes! Woo!
Yeah!
Come on, give your sister some love. Yes, give it up for Taisha. That is such a beautiful piece. Yes, it reminded me that I didn't tell y'all my name. My name is Barbara Fant, and I am the host of this space today. I am hosting this on behalf of Dr. E, and I'm so excited that she invited all of us to be here today. So thank you, Ty. What a way to start off a set.
Absolutely.
All right. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for reminding us of our power and our strength and the power in our names. Thank you so much. All right, we're gonna move on to the next poet. I want y'all to give it up for Faith.
I imagine there is bliss in the blind, to live more in the moment rather than the view. Feeling the motion of emotion, music would move me. To value every sentence, word, and sound, to not judge myself on looks, and only care of character. Of its beauty, complexity, and grace, fashion trends would be non-existent, for it would be truly real to smile without saying one, to dress like I don't care. When someone is in pain, my heart would never drop from seeing the look on their distressed face, where color would never come to mind, and race is nothing but a blur. To never meet the gaze of disgrace, to never be filled with the fear of cold judgment eyes. Oh, how there is bliss when we are blind. Sometimes I wish I was blind.
Y'all give it up for Faith. Yes, so beautiful. Thank you so much. I love the tone in that piece, Faith. Thank you so much for being here and being present with us today. So I want to invite y'all out there to snap and clap along with us as we listen to these beautiful poets. Please engage with us as we listen to their words, because they are speaking life for us today. I want to move forward and give it up for the next poet, Cynthia. Are you ready? Y'all give it up for Miss Cynthia.
The undying. Since the beginning of time, they lied. Said that woman is made for man. Said that woman is weak, be made of no backbone. Said woman depends on everyone else. Said she must stay inside her skin, the one that wears her like a plague. Said she must crow and cowl and crawl. But woman is not made for man. Woman is made for God. And so it seems no one talks about the rising, about the phoenix, the legend of the undying, how Black women, though bruised, are the only ones you can talk to about magic. How our resilience is bewitching, lionesses of our own calling, how our beating braids bend into themselves, unfolding and falling and rising like wildflower. How we butterfly our way onto the page, into courtrooms and stages and Johns Hopkins, float ourselves into resurrection. There is no red ribbon for our kind of resilience to make our names worthy of the sing, our wounds a constant rebirth, a restitching. You, darling, are a part of the undying. And isn't that beautiful? And so the next time someone says you be Black as something, tell them you be Black as woman. Black like the corners of a room, Black like God, Black as the king of Ashanti, Black as glimmering eyes, Black as a berry, Black as juice, Black as sweet, Black as autumn sky, Black as undergrowth in a rainforest, Black as Asada, as Laima, as Maya, as Lupita, Black like Tony, like Belle, as Nikki, as Michelle. Black as Harriet, Black like we don't know how to be anything else other than what we are called. Black as a woman. Today, you rise, you Black women, you undy. Thank y'all.
What? Come on. Give it up for Cynthia. Yo, was that a poem or a sermon? Yo, was it everything in between? Come on. Thank you. Thank you so much for that life. Woo. Woo. So you will see us get hype. You know, I want to invite y'all to get hype out there too. If you need to snap, if you need to clap, if you need to stand up, if you need to dance. Sometimes, you know, in church, they just say, just wave your hand. If you need to just wave your hand, that's all you can do. Just go ahead and do it. All right. Cause this is some powerful stuff right here. And I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We needed that, Cynthia. All right. We're going to transition into the next poet. I want y'all to give it up right now for Jordan.
Here lies the body of our dearest sister, auntie, daughter, cousin, and friend. Somber screams still leak from her lips like a dripping faucet. Listening. You hear that? The cold, bleak silence that crept up her spine like vines, like rough, callous hands weaving their way across her skin, like stolen sun from a sunflower patch of her Black girl magic. She was crushed, minimized right before our eyes, memorialized and laid to rest without her permission. We never get to choose. Shackles posed like tennis bracelets, batches and batches of makeup to hide our scars on our crimson painted faces. We are tired. A constant tug of war for what is rightfully ours. We should not have to fight so hard for what is rightfully ours. We should not have to fight alone for what is rightfully ours. We should not have to fight our own for what is rightfully ours. Every ounce of our souls left at the will of predators, preachers, or maybe it was a teacher. No, it was an uncle. Wait, no, it was a grandfather. Wait, no, it was a brother. Wait, no, I thought he was my brother. Wait, no, I thought it could be my father, or maybe he was a stranger. We say her name, right in the sands of time, only to be whisked away. Here lies the restless body of your dearest. I'm sorry. Does that make it more real for you? Thank you.
Y'all give it up for Jordan. Come on. The transitions in that piece. What? Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Man, powerful voices. So many powerful voices. I'm so excited to be here, y'all. This is just filling me up so much. Thank y'all so much. All right. Inhale, exhale. Here we go. Yes. There we go. Yes. All right. We're going to transition to the next poet. I'm so excited that she's here. I want to introduce to you Ajane.
When Viola Davis won, every Black girl bone in my Black girl body danced to the moon's age-old tune. The closet of Black girl talent crashed open and all the skeletons fell out on that stage when Harriet fell from her railroad teeth, all brown beauty and clawed freedom and whirled on her back and trembled in her throat. Every Black girl song I knew swayed its way heavy back through the gate of my hips. When Viola won, I watched her speech 9 times all day. I brought every dying thing to her name. In all my breaks, I'm whispering, Viola, like a geyser for relentless drought, like a spell, like I'm waiting for it to grant me its magic or something. Each time her name falls from my mouth, my body steadies itself like an anchor that won't let this joy just float away. When Viola won, suddenly my desk chair, a pew, my legs held together with the stockings, with the run, my edges pressed slick and smooth, because here she is, all Sunday morning glory, so much so that by the end of the speech, my stomach growling, angry, with that after-church hunger, like I fed it nothing but half-blooded praise and glory. Taraji stands, and she is the whole congregation. When Viola won, I wanted my hair out. My body shook between my mama's legs, the comb and her hand raking through my fro and all the shed gathering like leaves. I wanted the magic of transparency, the glory of being undone, all prime time, all Black girl like never before. When Viola won, I thought about all the hunting they've done, how Black girls we've been prey. I saw her on that stage and I swore there was a rifle in her mouth, that I watched her blow the bullets back or suck them out one by one, spit them in the face of anyone who dared cock a questioning smile. Got the whole world wondering how her body make gunpowder out of nothing, how her body become the bullet and then reverse the corpse. When Viola won, I looked into her eyes, too. Beautiful flower bouquets with rose petals drifting down her cheeks one by one, almost as if to say, they love me not. And oh, honey, they do.
What? Y'all give it up for Ajane. Oh my goodness. Give it up for your sister. Oh my goodness. Yo, I know when something moves me, I rock. So y'all see me rock because I just can't, like, I get that. I think it's the church rock. I just can't control it. I just start moving. Shoot, y'all better hope I don't throw this whole laptop. I'm not gonna do that because that would mess up the whole thing. But yo, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew, just beautiful, 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 powerful. We need it. This is feeding my soul. I hope it's feeding y'all. I know it's feeding y'all soul, but it's really feeding my soul. Thank you so much, Ajane. All right. I want to transition to another poet. I want y'all to give it up for Issa.
A formal complaint. I will never forgive y'all for the way you talk about our brown-skinned girls, skin like pearls, and curls that may not fall down to our waist, or make those ringlets like springs in the toolbox to make the perfect girl. We're the trendsetters of this world that stay getting dogged on. They be barking on Twitter, let me ask y'all to log off, and I didn't come here to preach. I hoped it wasn't needed, but I really hope y'all are seated because obviously I'm heated, and no, this call is not from an angry black girl, even though I'm angry, black, and a woman in this world. I'm just airing out the dirty laundry at the bottom of the basket. Demand the refund, I'm not asking for a half-assed apology a toddler could make. Wake me up when the love is real, maybe then I'll have less to say. Are you still listening? Are you there? Are you staying woke? I'd also like to mention that our suffering isn't a joke, and our language and speak isn't a funny trend. It's got roots that aren't planted in the viral videos you've sent to your friends who don't know what AAV stands for, and why we get upset over milk spilt that we worked hard to get respect for over decades of work and time well spent, over hair and art in a world you don't live in. Say it's in the past, but sometimes we don't want colonizers to visit. And I know you're thinking, we're not all like that. And that's true, but there are wounds left where we've been backstabbed. So I ask for a refund on the girl love, and the all bodies are beautiful, and definitely the education system I purchased. Because when I entered my code is black, the system stopped working. Hello? Hello? Dang, hung up on again.
Y'all give it up for Issa. Woo! Tell them, let them know, Issa. Yes, I love that. I love that. Yes, yes. All the swag in that piece, yo. All the swag. Come on. Thank you. Thank you so much, Issa. Wow. Woo, I'm so moved. All right. We're going to move on to the next poet. I want y'all to give it up for Caroline.
Hey, y'all. She said, hello. Dang. Hung up again. That was good. She was like, good. Oh, man. All right. That was good. I'm lifted right now. This is rich. Yes. I am a product of my past, but in no way am I a prisoner. You see, I was that girl that was ashamed of the mistakes that I made, and it's kind of hard to look into a mirror or speak into a mic when you're so embarrassed. How about discouraged? Better yet, misunderstood. But you see, today I have removed my mask so that y'all could be set free. It may seem kind of strange, but Lord knows when I look at you, I really see the old me. And whoever told you that black girls can't be brave, girls can't be bold, can't be brilliant girls, can't be bridge and troubled water girls who can't and won't be black girls who be black women who share their stories is a lie, because my ancestors told me. Better yet, they showed me how to go. Tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere go. Tell it on the mountain that a black girl's been reborn. Do. So go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Tell it on the mountain that I kept my soul. And whoever told you that Black girls can't be Black women who cry is also a lie, because I have shed many tears for the hurt and the slandering of my name. But you see, it came a point in my life when I had to realize that I was more than enough. I was more than just a pretty face, and that you could no longer confine me to the melanin in my skin, the curl pattern of my hair, or the span of my hips. No, no, no. I am the epitome of free Black girl rising. I am the epitome of free Black girl rising. I be the epitome of free Black girl rising. You see, my truth is more than research facts. My voice is more than loud healing. My presence is more than quota gift. My hair is more than different history. My skin is more than dark, it's deep. My hips are more than wide freedom, and my spirit is far, far, far from broken. I am the epitome of free Black girl risen. I am the epitome of free Black girl risen. I be the epitome of free Black girl risen. So when you see her, see her. And when you hear her, because you will hear her, I need you to hear me in peace.
Yo, give it up for Miss Caroline. Yes, 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 yes. I know when you say that you talking to everybody else, but I'd be like, yo, she talking directly to me. Yo. Oh, Ty says she talking to, okay, Ajane say, okay, she talking to y'all too. All right, cool. She talking to all of us. I know. But I be feeling, oh, Cynthia, all right, I see you. But I be feeling like she talking directly to me, okay? Yo, thank you. What a blessing to all of our souls. Thank you so much. Whew, all right. We're going to transition to the next poet. Miss Marie, are you ready? Can you flip your screen for us? There you go. There she is. All right, y'all give it up for Marie.
A Black girl, beautifully made, step on the concrete, amazed by the rain. Her hair is the clouds, her figure's the praise. Black girl, you are beautifully made. I see that you're hurting. They say it's just a phase. Black girl, you're a fighter, but you're mentally drained. Your hands, they sow seeds. Your presence is grace in abundance of seasoning. Such a beautiful taste. Made out of soul sand, you are washed away. And baby, God took his time when he made you. No, for a second, believe the rumors, because they ain't true. You're a goddess steady searching for that praise. Beautiful Black girl, go ahead and tell them your name. Not comfortable in your skin. Society is to blame. Oh, sweet architect. Her bones are heavy and her soul's amazed. Come by her address and build her up. Oh, sweet architect. She's been lonely since the day you left. Go by her address and build her up.
What? Come on, y'all give it up for your sister Marie. What? You out here singing too? I did not know. Oh my goodness. Y'all got all the talents and skills. Come on. I love it. Thank you. I love it. I love to see women just showing up in all that they are. So thank you. That was beautiful, Marie. Thank you so much for being here. And she is the mentee of Miss Caroline who just went. So you can see the resemblance and the familiarity. You can see that, the reflection. So beautiful. Thank you. All right. Now I'm ready to move on to our next poet. I want y'all to give it up for Deanna.
This poem's called One with Nature. It's a paint chip poem. It's like where you take paint chips and you use one of the names of the colors in each stanza. So yeah, that's good. As she stood outside, she thought of peace. She thought of yoga. So she explored the land of yoga her mom had shown her. She expressed her feelings with sun salutation, a move her mom had taught. Standing outside, the wind against her face, she had gotten a nice sunshine soak. Nature was calling. Orange and Glad were here, the orange trees joked, their feet firmly planted in the ground, giggling as she crept into downward dog. She watched the trees dance in the wind, and she listened to the bird's song, for nature was calling. It was telling her to smell the tangy tangerine smell of the orange trees sitting there in her backyard. She sniffed and struggled to hold her balance, for her moon pose was full of struggle. She spotted the garden. Many colors she did see. They looked like gumballs, cluttered yet organized in a way she didn't quite understand. She moved into Sphinx pose. She felt her body rejuvenate. Suddenly she felt 5 again. She noticed the clouds move with an urgency. It seemed as if they were going to an important meeting in the sky. She moved from her cobra pose. Nature was calling. She drifted with the wind into child's pose. She went. Then into cat-cow. As she did cat-cow, she noticed the apple trees with no apples yet, just bouquets of blossoming flowers. Nature was calling. She noticed the orchids in bloom as she moved into warrior's pose. As she did, she thought of the trees and how strong and firm they stand. Trees were warriors too. They'd struggle against wind, creatures, and storms. She liked that about them. One day she too would be a tree, firm and strong. Next she moved into pigeon's pose. The pose fit her flexible body like a ballet slipper. She felt the dewy yet soft grass against her face, for nature was still calling as she moved into her bow pose. She felt her heart beat, her heart banging in her chest. Nature kept calling. It would soon be time for her to answer. Suddenly, everything in the once peaceful backyard got loud. She needed to answer nature pronto. She finally moved into meditation. Nature was calling. It was finally time to answer. She took one last glance at the tomato plants. So the girl lay there meditating. Her heartbeat slowed down, slower and slower, until it stopped. The time had come for her to be one with nature. When her body was found, it was encased in the roots of a blossoming tree. For she was right, she would one day become a tree.
Y'all give it up for Deanna. That was so beautiful, Deanna. Oh my gosh. People were quoting you. They said she is a warrior too. I love that. A meeting in the clouds, meeting in the sky. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Deanna. I'm so excited to have you here. And one of my most exciting parts of this is that she is the daughter of our next poet, who is Miss Tiffany. Tiffany, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
This is for the little girl who needs to breathe. This is for the little girl in you and me. This is for the little girl who needs to breathe. This is for the little girl in you and me. This is for the little girl who finds herself lost in a crowd of shadows, exposed before an unfamiliar audience of ghosts, gazing at her with expectancy. This is what fears are made of. The haunting of closets full of yesterday's nightmares. This is to set her free from the nightmares where she sinks into a floor of quicksand and falls from a roofless sky only to land in a sea of hands that threaten her innocence. For this little girl, even helping hands threaten her innocence, and I want to help her see her true self, dressed in full breasts and hips, golden skin and starlight eyes, crowned with wisdom. But this little girl lives in a house full of broken mirrors. She is a house full of bleeding parts, chest compressed, lungs collapsed under the pressure to remain a little girl hiding under blankets in a room the color of midnight. I want to speak to that little girl who has racing thoughts and a heart that's lost its rhythm. I want her to hear love's song, sung to the tune of her own breath. I want her to know there is a tempo for her to dance to, and it swings at the pace of blooming limbs swaying in the wind. Today's promises dangling from her being radiantly red, crisp, ripe, and set aside only for those she invites to partake in her life. I want to turn on the light for that little girl to flip the switch from her traumatic history to her enlightened reality. This is for the little girl who needs to breathe. This is for the little girl in you and me. This is for the little girl who needs to breathe. This is for the little girl in you and me. This is for the little girl who lives in me. And when I am that little girl, I wrap my arms around me, whisper a sweet breeze into my own soul. I tell myself, get grounded, little girl. Shed your shoes and stand rooted in the moment. You are earth shades of fertility, always fruitful. Ignite your candle, little girl. You are the essence of light, the embodiment of flame in motion, the ascension of soothing aroma. Little girl, be still. You are peace in rare form, a consecrated sanctuary, manifested abundance composed of silence and mantras. So hum, so hum, so breathe, little girl. You are worthiness wrapped in humanity. I wish I could save that little girl. I can save you, little girl, because I am you, little girl. We are you, little girl. And this is for the little girl who needs to breathe. This is for the little girl in you and me. This is for the little girl who needs to breathe. This is for the little girl in you and me. Thank you.
Yo, what? Oh my goodness. Yo, all the, like, I'm over here trying not to cry. Thank you so much. This was so beautiful. I think I needed this and didn't really know that I needed it. So I'm so grateful that y'all have stuck it out with us, that y'all have been here, been present with us. I will close it out with a piece. Again, this is the 2020 Columbus Women and Girls Fest, and I'm so honored and grateful that y'all are all here. I come from a long line of strong women who know how to birth and load rifles all at the same time, who juggle babies and careers and swallow whole every man that ever learned to raise his fist. I think of woman, the unclenched skin of a toothless hand. When he opened his hand and showed me her teeth, I remember the powerlessness, my throat a voiceless song. I remember the wedding day, how somehow misses made it feel like woman. And then the surgery, right? And the house I was thrown out of, the bruises that bloomed on my body in the morning. When I say I come from a long line of strong women, I mean, I come from fire breathers, which means I come from dragons, which means I come from beings that slay. There is no gun to erase you here. These are not daddy issues, not my brokenness. Yo, this is a fist, slice through the sky, middle finger and ring finger all side by side. When I say I come from a long line of strong women, I mean, I died 1,000 times, y'all, and I always come back. Thank y'all so much. My name is Barbara Fant. I want y'all to give it up real quick for all these women and girls who are part of this. This has just been such a beautiful experience for me. I know it blessed y'all because it blessed me so much. We are all connected. These are all mentors, teachers, students, daughters, sisters, friends, aunties. Some of the women on here are mentoring other women on here. Some of the women on here are being mentored by the other women on here or have been in the past. Some of these are mother and daughter relationships here. Some of them are family. So I'm just so grateful that y'all showed up for all of these queens who are on this space today. And what a blessing it was. Yeah, be blessed. Follow these women, follow their organizations. We will make sure that we link to them. And I'm so grateful for this time, this space, this energy. Again, thank you, Dr. E, for this opportunity. This was the poetry segment for the 2020 Columbus Women and Girls Fest. Thank y'all.